How many here would like to build their business using the internet? Show of hands. Very good, more than I expected. One of the key things that you can do to build your business on the internet is to grow what is called your list. And the main way you grow that list is through something called a squeeze page. A squeeze page is a type of landing page. A landing page is basically any page that a visitor to your website lands on. And a squeeze page is a specific type of landing page in which you're basically squeezing their name and email address out of them. And that's why it's called a squeeze page. You will need several tools to create your squeeze page. You will need hosting to host the web page. You will need an autoresponder program. And you will need an opt-in bonus. Okay. Hosting is the obvious one. You can't have a web page unless you have some place to host it. You can use the same hosting package that you have your main website on, because this is just going to be another page on that hosting. An autoresponder service is basically what collects your name and email addresses and helps you keep compliant with the CAN-SPAM laws. Some people would try to collect names and emails and use it in their own email box, but you can't do that. CAN-SPAM laws require that you make sure that people opt in and confirm that they want to be on that list, and that they can unsubscribe at any time. An autoresponder service automates that for you. At the bottom of every email you send out through them, they've got this little link that says manage your account, or please, you can unsubscribe clicking here. You never have to think about it. It's all automated. There are a lot of autoresponder services out there. I use Aweber primarily because it lets me have multiple lists that I can brand in several different ways, since I have several different businesses. But there are lots of other ones out there. There's Constant Contact, iContact, MailChimp. Most shopping carts also have an autoresponder system as part of the overall service. But you need to have an autoresponder service. And then you need to have an opt-in bonus. This is key, because no one is going to give you their name and email address just because. When the internet first started, you could say, hey, subscribe to my newsletter. And that was so new and interesting that people go, ooh, an email newsletter, I've never seen one of those, I'll subscribe. How many people would like to start out subscribe to yet another email newsletter? I didn't think so. So now you have to give them an opt-in bonus, an incentive to entice their name and email address out. And this can be an audio recording, a video, a downloadable special report. Some people will mail you a CD or a DVD as long as you pay for the postage. It just needs to be something that solves a problem of your target market, acts as a bridge between what they want and what you have to offer, and gives them a free taste of what it would be like to work with you. So now you've got your tools in set. What you're going to do now is set up the squeeze page process. And I'm going to show you the overview, and then I'm going to kind of walk you through how to create each page. First step is the squeeze page. Second step is a thank you page. And the last step is a download page. In between here is an email. So first step, here's your squeeze page. This page, you want it to have a really powerful headline that says, this is what you want. Do you want this? Something that calls out to your target market and says, pay attention to me. Then there's going to be a little opt-in box and a little explanation of what someone gets when they give you their name and email address. That's what a squeeze page does. And there's different ways to do this. It can be all text. It can be a video and your opt-in box. It can be audio and an opt-in box. But the keys are a compelling headline, a little bit of information about what the bonus is you're giving them, and your opt-in box. You get the code for the opt-in box from your autoresponder. So now what happens, someone goes to your squeeze page, they enter in their name, their email address, they click submit, and what happens next is they are taken to the thank you page. This is just basically a page that says, thank you for opting in, please check your email for a confirmation email. There are many ways to do this. You can custom make it so it looks like the squeeze page, or many autoresponders will just do a generic one for you. In fact, Aweber gives you an option of an audio or a video one. I often go ahead and create my own, but if you don't have the technology to do that, you can use one of the automated ones just fine. Then what happens is the autoresponder sends the person an email that says, thank you for your request for more information. I want to make sure that you really wanted to do that. Please click on this link to confirm. The reason why you're doing that is because some people will go to squeeze pages and put in their friend's name and email address. And then these people are getting emails and are like, why am I getting all these emails? That's why you need this double opt-in process. And that's what helps keep you in compliance with the canned spam laws. So now they go to their email address, they get this little email, and it says, thank you for confirming. Please click this link. So you click the link, and now what happens, in a basic process, they go directly to the download page where they download their opt-in gift. Another thing that can happen is they can go to another thank you page that says, thank you, look for yet another email that will send you to your gift. I don't recommend doing that because the more steps you make someone go through, the more they're going to go, screw this, unsubscribe. So take them to the download page. And that's the basic process. One thing I recommend adding on to that is another email right here that says, did you get the download? If you didn't, here's the link to the download page again. Because sometimes when they click the confirmation link and they're sent directly to the download page, it doesn't work, or they don't figure it out, or they ignore it, and they don't get their download. So if you send them this email that says, I want to make sure you got your gift, you're making sure that they got the gift. And then beyond that, you start following up with them. And ways you can follow up are, how did you enjoy the gift? Do you have any questions about the gift? Make sure or help them consume your gift. And then, of course, they subscribe to your newsletter. Now, this seems fairly simple, but I'm sure that many of you have questions. Does anyone have questions about what I've said so far? Anything I wasn't clear on? Dang, I'm good. And I didn't even come up to 10 minutes yet.
I have a question.
Yes.
The gift part, what's that again? Download page. That's set up through the autoresponder as well?
No, that's something you need to set up.
Okay, so once the email comes, then you send them a link to a separate
page
where they can download the resource.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Now that said, there are some autoresponders that will let you attach the gift to the email,
oh, that's right, yeah.
But I highly recommend not doing that because a lot of people will not open attachments because of all the viruses that go out. It's always better to send them to a download page. And part of the reason is because that download page is really good marketing. It's a place where you can say, here's your gift, and if you would like more help, buy my services. Or you can put in an affiliate program. You can actually market something to sell. Because if they've gone this far, you've got them engaged. They haven't given you any money at this point, but they might be willing to. So here's a good place to start saying, give me some money, please. Did you have a question?
Yeah, could you give me some example on what you have sold online and what they downloaded?
You mean the free gifts, the opt-in
the free
gifts?
Stuff. Yeah, give me some ideas.
The most common one is like a special report. It's a PDF that is maybe 2 to 5 pages long that explains something and answers some sort of burning question that your target market has. I have several. The one I currently use on my website is it's basically business tips for creative entrepreneurs. So I give them, it's a special report that is a bunch of articles pulled together that help people kind of understand basic internet marketing concepts. And it's geared toward the creative professional. Another opt-in bonus that I do is an audio download. For example, just last week, I interviewed a woman about how to create a vision statement for creative professionals. It's a 30-minute audio. Now people can go, sign up, download the audio. I've also done a video. In fact, one of my Toastmasters speeches, the one I did on how to sell more books, I created a squeeze page for that, and you can now go to that squeeze page, give me your name and email address, and you can now see that full 20-minute presentation I did for free. So basically, it just needs to be something they can either consume, they want to consume online. You can do other ways, but that's the easiest. Yes?
I get a lot of those that offer me a free download of the 5 stocks to buy now, or something like that. And at the bottom, it promotes their newsletter that you have to pay for. So that's how it works.
Right.
You give them something free, but you promote something on that same page.
Yes, definitely your free bonus should have something in it that says, let's step up our relationship. You've gotten something free, now take advantage of that reciprocity. Give me something in return. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't, but as long as they're on your list, you can continually follow up with them over time, and eventually, usually it takes about 5 to 7, they say, 5 to 7 hits before someone buys. So you just keep up with that relationship, you have a newsletter, you keep following up. But this is how it starts. One last question before I run out of time?
Well, I could add to that the download, the free gift. You could be just more than one email. You could have a series of 5 tips, and you could do one per email.
I do have an e-course that I give to.
And that's a great way to have the extended relationship as well.
Yes, definitely. So, we're out of time. Thank you very much for asking me your questions and helping me make this more robust.